Gotta stay hydrated or my throat is going to die. Let's see. He's not here today because he's on my island. Do I have anything I want? You know, let's see if there's anything here to customize. Creepy skeleton. I don't think I want to customize. Yeah, I don't want to customize it because I bought it specifically because it was mossy. I like that you can customize the gyroids. Sure. I always ask him to customize something because otherwise he looks at me very, very angrily. But let's go see. I had luck with belongings yesterday, so maybe we'll have 2 days in a row. The crystal knows all. Yeet. Yeet. Health will diminish. Yay. Yay. Sure. Purification is a scam. She's probably just gonna give me a large salt rock and charge me 100,000 yen for it. Avoid disaster. I wish I could say magic spells by speaking backward. You know, it's just the little things. Okay. So let's go see what kind of island we get today. Trainwreck Fried Ice Cream is reporting Tango Boxing is go. Yeah, let's bounce back to Orange Town. You can't? I have a friend who can actually like fluently speak backward. Like she has like some sort of Guinness record or something for speaking backward quickly and legibly, and it's kind of scary. I don't know how her brain works, but it does. I don't know how my brain works for that matter. Okay, we'll talk to people later. I love this so much. I'm so glad. I'm so glad that the froggy chair is happy with its little sacrifices. It's not the froggy chair. The froggy chair is just a facade. I'm gonna put the creepy skeleton over here for now. Well, that's kind of cool. It is. See, it takes me like a few seconds to decipher the letters. But she's like, I've seen, she's like posted videos and stuff on Instagram and things, but like it's like actual conversations and not like pre-rehearsed. She could just talk backward. I don't get it. I can't even talk forward. These are now the frogs so ye can't hit on the high notes. Ain't a frog that I be. Fortune smiles upon me, but I'll sing the frog song, and if you can, you should sing along. You don't get seasick, do you? I do. This world spins round, but I'd be here to stay, and I got dreams I'll follow some fine day. You can talk? I can fly. He can fly. He can talk! I wonder what people would be quoting if Shrek never existed. Like where would society be if we just never had Shrek? I don't know if I want to consider a Shrekless world. Where would Smash Mouth be without Shrek? Well, actually no, they were using All Star in other songs, but it wasn't the same. These are the thoughts that keep me up at night. What if Shrek never came out 21 years ago? 21 years ago. "21 years ago." Shrek came out in... Oh. It can't have come out 21 years ago because we all know the 70s were only 30 years ago. Not 50 years ago, surely. Quoting Shark Tale. I finally deciphered what you wrote there because my brain was not working with the cue. That cue was just an enigma to my neurons. Nope, that's not what I wanted. Ooh, gold. Gold. It's really annoying how rare these golds are. Man. Where I didn't dig it up yet. No, I didn't. Where the heck is the thing? Did I just run right past it? Is it just nestled in here somewhere? Not there. It's not up there. It's not here. Oh, there it is. I see it. You know something I like about Shrek? It never... Like, it was super popular, but at least in the circles I ran in, it never became cringe to like it. Like, even though it was very popular, it just stayed funny, and then people just stopped talking about it for a while, and then the internet decided that Shrek is love, Shrek is life. But like, it never became cringe. It just kept evolving into new memes, and I really appreciate that. There's not many movies and series that can do that can evolve with the climate. I've been doing this joke too long to stop. Patsog no ud ikal si gnia ni evi. Just gonna start reading it as it's spelled. Excuse me. I do not know why my nose is going crazy. It's because I'm talking. My nose goes crazy when I talk. It's like, oh, you are commentating over something? It's time to run. Better run, better run. Faster than my mucus. Sunlight and moonlight can be rough on the eyes, but I'll still take 'em over your cloudy skies. Cloudy skies mean storms, and storms can cancel dinner. I guess you could say that storms make you thinner. Boo! I dug up a fossil, not fossil, sure. Sometimes men do blubber, take it from me, I know. How I cried just last night, sad TV show. Sad TV show. Bad idea. Sad TV show. Okay. So what do I got? I got a lot of junk here. Let's put some stuff away. That's not what I meant by putting it away. I'll keep that out to bother people. Okay. What else do I want to do? Alright, I put this kid out here with a no Annalisa shirt. Hello, Anka. How are you doing? Precious. Right. So this is the spot where I always bury the shards every day so that I don't forget. My mom has COVID. Hi. Hi, John. I'm glad it seems that you have not caught it despite the odds, and I hope it stays that way. How are you doing otherwise? I do not want any of these. That's bad news, right? Question mark. RNG. Is it bad news? It depends on the situation, I guess. The good news, she has COVID. Bad news, he's stuck there. Have some water. Okay, so where are we? What time is it? 6:30. I think we might have time for 1 or 2 island visits if anybody would like to open up, and then we'll just have whomever over here. I wanted to the focus of this stream was more on the making stuff, but if anyone wants me to come over and visit, let me know and we'll do that now. I'm going to mail a Valiant statue to my brother before I forget. Get out of my way, Winnie. Winnie, not the time to be in. There we go. John, guess what? You're awesome, and not just because you've dodged COVID. You're still doing the things and working. Keep on staying awesome and keep on going towards those goals. Every day is another step closer. Every day, every day. There you are. Don't even remember this stupid thing I have. Yeah. My tell me I'm pretty. You're pretty. You are drop dead gorgeous. Girl, did you do something with your hair? 'Cause you fine. This is the type of letters I send to my brother. Why are there Valentine's postcards in January? Because we're less than a month away from Valentine's. Also, hello Midnight. How are you doing? You're pog, wonderful ones. These are the letters I sent to my brother. 200 bills, I'm not paying that. He's not getting nothing. Alright, is what we call in the biz a poggers moment. So yeah, anybody want me to visit? Otherwise we'll do other junk. Look at this cannon with my face. Ow! This is my island while I'm not playing the game. I wish you could do, I mean, that's technically what a dream visit is. If we don't get any votes, I actually have a couple of dream visits that I love this machine so much, by the way. Look at it, it's cool. I have a couple of dream islands that I haven't, that I have queued up for visiting for a rainy day. Yeah. Give it a couple minutes while I go to red. It's no pressure though, absolutely no pressure, like seriously. Oh, it snowed yesterday. I need to find the gyro that's hidden here. But yeah, we actually haven't done dream addresses in a long time. And I need to update my island with it also. Well, what's the last dream you had that involved an internet person? I'm an internet person. The last dream I had that involved an internet person. It's a good question. As time goes by, I don't remember my dreams too much. I'm like 90% sure Massey was in it. I have really dumb dreams, like 90% of the time the dreams I have is like, I played Final Fantasy X with Nintendo Capri Sun in this dream, and that was the whole dream. It's like that. My dreams are just that. It's just like normal situations. I was talking about this earlier with some people, but I visited last week and worked on literally nothing. Yeah, I hear. So I was talking about with there it is, with somebody earlier, but like I have this theory, and it's stupid and easily disprovable, obviously, but I have this theory that those those dreams that you have that feel plausible, but they're just like, you know, things that have not happened, but like with people that you know or whatever, they're not actually like, you know, your brain just doing things. It's like a psychic link that you have with an alternate dimension. So like you're just reliving the memories of another you. So like someone out there maybe actually did play video games with that person, or you did actually tell your crush that you like them or something like that. Or on the converse side, you know, the dreams that feel real where horrible things happen. There's an unfortunate thing happened to a you from another universe. But yeah, I just personally feel that some of those dreams are just too real to be products of your brain, even though your brain can make anything feel real if it wants to, if it really wants to. But I feel like just some dreams are just a connection with another universe. And this is where you all just turn the stream off and walk away, but can we have a podcast about this? Sure. But yeah, like I've had some dreams, and I'm not going to talk about them because I have memories of a bunch of vivid dreams that involve people that I do not want to talk about because they're very personal. But I'm thoroughly convinced that my mind could not have made up the scenarios within, and that it just happened to an alternate me. Anyway, let's assess fossils while we change the subject. I don't have a Nintendo Switch online currently. Oh, you said no line, not online. Every time Missy is in a dream, I die in some way, shape, or form. That's actually kind of funny. Baby Hank was in my dream last night. Oh, wow. How... He just started his 7th year of kindergarten? Oh, man. I'm so proud that baby Hank keeps trying kindergarten despite failing it. You know, there's a beautiful perseverance. No, I failed. I'm defeated, but now you can talk normally. Critical hit. Okay, so you know what? Let's do a dream address. I'm actually psyched to try this one and get it off of my computer, my computer desktop. He's not failing. He's just going for the world record. Can I say that? Like, you know, when I enter like my 15th year of you know, doing something and not doing well, I could just say I'm going for the world record on it. I'm gonna borrow that phrase. Going for the world record of not having my life together. Heck yeah. Actually, there's probably many people who have a much longer streak than me. I have to do a lot of work. Play a DR clip number 38. Where's my mouse? Danganronpa clip number 38 is drumroll. It's Himiko crying. It feels wrong speaking coherently. That's me every morning. Every single morning. Anyway, I don't know if people ever, like, dream with me. It feels off. There we go. I don't know if people ever have dreams with me in it. I think once or twice someone said something about that, but like I do have, my dreams are usually really whacked out, but like the real feeling ones are always with like YouTube or like internet people that I know. And like half the time I think it's just wish fulfillment on my brain's part, but like also it just feels like this is something that could have happened if things had been different in some way in either choices or that I made or just life circumstances. I recently found out that Himiko's Japanese voice actress voices the new idol in Starlit Season. I think they even reference in the game. That's cool. I don't have dreams, only nightmares. You've been in some dreams of mine, but you just kind of chill. That just sounds like me. Like, honestly, if I, in real life, like, again, reinforcing my theory. But I'm gonna first just redo the Islands Dream update, yeah. Yes, in my theory, like, if this were actually an alternate universe me, I would totally just be chilling in whatever situation it is. I'm just gonna sit there and watch Missy murder you. That's probably what happens. Jimmy, when did you get a sword? Should I be scared? Be very scared, Angel. I hope that you have better dreams. I know some people that do not have particularly good sleeping experiences, and I am sorry. Dreams can be very powerful. I had a dream last night. So the dream last night, where it was it was actually the continuation. I hate the dreams that are continuations. Like, it's not even from the same night. This dream I've had continuations of like for a week, on different nights. Now I'll come back to this in just a second. Okay. Jimmy? What are you doing, buddy? I look away, and I come back, and I just see deleted messages and timing out. Oh no. You're very rude. What was I gonna say? So yes, this dream is like essentially the search by dream address. The essential thing of the dream is that something happened, and my family is like, my parents are like, okay, we are moving to Ohio next week. And I'm just like, what? It's not even in this, we're not even in this house. We're in a different house. I don't know whose house we're in, but it's like a lot smaller and there's a lot less stuff to pack. But like, my parents are like, we are moving to Ohio in 1 week. And for the life of me, I cannot get a reason why. But it's like very obvious that something horrible has happened that either we need to run away from, or we are no longer welcome on the East Coast anymore. Ohio, my condolences. I like that I got 2 of those. Also, hello Mayo, how are you doing? So yeah, so anyway, so it's very obvious that something horrible has happened. I don't know if there was like a family situation. That was very well timed. I don't know if it's a family situation or like someone died or something, or like we're being hunted. But whatever the thing is, our family needs to go to Ohio. And like in the dream, I'm torn because I want to find out, but also I know that if you kind of push too hard in the dream, you influence it, and I don't want to. Y'all had some brain cell sharing there. I'm sick. You can't bully the sick person. I hope you feel better. But yeah, I don't want to like influence the dream too much, because then you're not getting the experience that your brain wants. You're changing it. So I'm trying to let it play out, but also it's really stressful. Like I don't want excuse me. I don't want the I don't want whatever it is to play out, because I do not wish to move to Ohio. Surprisingly. And it's very obvious that there's something wrong, and so whenever I have this dream and it continues the narrative from where it picked up on different days, then it just like I just get very, very sad, and I always wake up either crying or feeling like I was crying. I hate it. I hate dreams like that. I also hate the dreams where you're like, whatever it is, you're feeling very, very heavy emotions, and you wake up with those emotions and they just don't leave. Oh, I love this. It's the amiibo card. Anyway, this is Nintendo's official island, by the way, just to let everyone know. But yeah, so like I don't know, I have weird interactions with people in dreams where I just feel heavy emotions, and I wake up and you're like, oh no, my relationship with this person is now different, but they don't know it. They do not know it. Anyway, I'm gonna steal this. I'm gonna eat it. I'm gonna litter, actually. My favorite dream is whenever I get a headache, a recurring dream where people try to stop robots from taking over my brain happens. The people are any internet people or family, they just try to shrink and enter my ear to get to my brain and fight. It's like, okay, what's it called? Fantastic Voyage or something? I think that's what it was. No one's won yet, but the last dream someone came close. Their official island, quick, go through the dresser and find out what the next Nintendo Direct is going to be. Unfortunately, they posted this a couple of months ago, so it's, I think this is before the last Nintendo thing. Oh, they got Sterling. Scraw. I was kind of hoping that you'd say some sort of profanity as your thing, but I guess that wouldn't work. Anyway, let's actually see what we got over here. We got this is obviously the beach from Link's Awakening. I gotta go salute the comrades. Thank you very much for stopping by, John. I appreciate it. Stay awesome, buddy. Littering? How rude! You know what else is rude? Shaking all of the trees. Every single one. Okay, I'm getting bored of this. I'm not gonna shake all of them, but you get my drift. Aw, look at this little puppy playing in the claw machine. Let's see. Do we get it? Come on. Come on. Aw, it's rigged. It's totally rigged. Playing a little game over here. That's cute. That's really cute. Oh no, Velma? Yeah, ew. Bleh. See? She just goes bleh. The only good Velma is Scooby-Doo Velma. Can't believe Toby would do this. I have this one recurring nightmare that's really odd. Basically, it's permanently 9 p.m. I'm internally walking home. There are hippies that have very lanky dogs that bite. That's weird. I'm not saying that to make fun of you, but yeah, that's definitely a nightmare. Like, I would 100% classify that as a nightmare. But yeah, the brain is a very weird thing. And it's crazy how we like still don't understand it at all. Like we have had neuroscience for many decades, and we're still just like, this is how the brain technically works, but how it actually works is completely different. And the brain can just start doing things and stop doing things, and we have no way to control it. Velma is the only female goat in the game with a beard, so that officially makes her a Greatest Showman reference, which is why I keep her on my island. Okay, that's fair. I haven't watched The Greatest Showman in a while. Used to listen to the soundtrack a lot, though. Okay, so there's a lot going on up over there. I like all the balloons everywhere. Okay, so we're in Nookland over here. So we got. All right, it says Mario on the map, doesn't it? Yes, it does. We got the Mario Islands here. Like, I live on this really long street and it just loops in the dream. That's scary. Okay, I'm sorry. Oh right, I remember this from the last time we were here. This is like a little jumping maze with a Koopa and Koopa shells. Ta-da! We made it. It's got a little castle here and got Princess Peach. We did it. We saved the world. Mario Pelago. I like that. Let's see what we got over here. So this is like the little water area. That's the Bowser's Castle music. The water is do 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 do. Bum bum bum. Boom bum boom 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 boom. Get me out of here. Oh, they put a ladder in here now. And now we're in Wario Land. I like that for Wario they just have a bunch of coins and a piece of cake. So Peach is running around Bowser's Castle naked right now. That's what the implication is, I'm pretty sure. And I like these. These are all just like various power-up related things. You got the mushroom and the poison mushroom and the Tanuki suit and the feather. I guess a turnip from Mario 2. The headdress is... I forgot what the headdress is supposed to be. We got the hat from Odyssey. Maybe they just represent different games. It's like Mario 1, Lost Levels, Mario 2, Mario 3, Mario World. I think the headdress is from Mario Land 2. Oh, maybe. What would the water pump be? Oh, Sunshine, duh. The headdress might represent Mario 64 then? Possibly? Because this would be Sunshine. This is Mario 3D Land, right? Maybe? But the cat, or Mario 3D World with the cat, that's Odyssey. This would be Galaxy, and this one would be... What would the bubbles be? Oh, the wing cap. Ah, yeah, like the wing cap. What would the bubbles be? What the heck came out between Galaxy and Mario Land? Damn, I got rescued. I think I had this exact same question last time, and I do not remember. What the heck would bubbles represent? I have no idea. New Super Mario Bros. Because you can press A to bubble. Oh, yeah, maybe it's like the new Super Mario games. Oh, good call. Good call. That's clever. I like that. I like that. One sec. Yeah, like the new Super Mario Bros. We somehow landed up in the house. Okay, so yeah, this is a... For some reason, Nintendo has a lot of Mario-themed stuff, and I don't get why. Remember in New Leaf when they let you have like the Midna's hat and other cool clothing accessories via the fortune cookies for like Nintendo things, and they didn't add that back into this for some reason? Remember, you can get the Master Sword? What's up with that? Why didn't they put that back in here? I want Samus's helmet. I want the Master Sword. I want Midna's Twilight hat. Gimme! Gimme! This is a cute room, though. The Sanrio room. And pepper steak. Gimme pepper steak. If you have no idea what I'm talking about, you should watch my Let's Play of the game Off. This is a very homey kitchen. Look at this. Man, I know it's a squash, like the soup thing, but I always used to love when I was at like a wedding or something and they would have like the bowls of soup, but the bowl itself was like a piece of, like it was a hardened bread bowl. God, I love those things so much. I never really ended up eating the bread bowl because the soup filled me up. But like, I loved being served like a thick, hearty soup in a bread bowl, and then just like, you know, eating the bowl a little bit along with the soup. It's so good and it's so classy. I love it. I miss little things like that. That was like really in the vogue in the late 90s, early 2000s, and nowadays caterers don't do that anymore. Maybe because it's more effort, or it's just not the fashion. But whenever I have my next catered occasion, maybe one day I'll get married, who knows. Whenever I have my next catered occasion, I'm gonna see if they have bread bowls. I actually looked into making one once. Also, one day I'm gonna buy a ring fit. Once my spine is healed a bit more, I'm gonna get myself a ring fit and do exercises and stuff. This is a really nice room. I would love like an actual wallpaper like this. I am off propaganda machine. Clam chowder in the bread bowl is good. I mean, I can't have clam chowder specifically, but like a chowder in general, yes, 100%. Or like a mushroom barley soup without the mushrooms. Or minestrone soup. Ooh, minestrone's good. Let's go to Panera Bread. They do that there. That's cool. Let's see. Where are we on the island right now? We're over here. Okay. Anybody at home? No. How about here? No. See, they have a windmill here, but they don't have a silo, so they're not as good as the restaurant that we made, unfortunately. Sadly. Play off. Do it. Do it. I'm gonna be 100% listening to that soundtrack after the stream. Thanks a lot. It's such a weird, surreal game. Hey, I have no idea what your name is because I don't have any of the Sanrio cards. Etoile. Etoile? I don't know if the E is an E or an E sound. A? Etoile? It could be an E, an E, or an A. Oh, I'm sorry. Here you are trying to talk to me and I got my head in the clouds, fuzzy. Wonder if this is what folks mean when they say they feel like they're living in a dream. More than just a dream. No problem. You are out of my league. I hate how much of the island has the Sanrio cards when those are like impossible to find and exclusive. They're just rubbing it in. The meanies. Uh-oh, more Sanrio characters. More than just a dream. Aw, look at Bless. It's Marty. Feel free to sleep wherever you get sleepy. Marty. You're late for school. It's 8 o'clock. You're late for class or whatever, however the line goes. Doc, I'm late for class. It's the butthole rug. Do 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 do. You know, the Back to the Future. I haven't watched Back to the Future in way too many years. I really need to. There's a whole bunch of classic movies I just have not watched in a obscenely long amount of time. How do we get out of here? Help, I'm stuck. There we go. I did it. I escaped. So we got like, step over here. A little nook sign there. One day I will eat pepper steak. Pepper steak is good if it's made right. My dad hates it, but like half the time when I get it from Chinese restaurants, it's underdone, so it is not good. It's like half raw. But when it's done right, it is wonderful. Look at all these fish. They don't have the correct fish though. They need a giant isopod here. Objectively, the best deep sea fish, even though the spider crabs are huge. Hey, it's Phoebe. Hello. The objective best fish is obviously the whale shark, though. Oh, hey, the wedding chapel. Remember when they did the wedding event? No? What do you mean you don't? I'm a vegetarian, but like not strictly. Well, you could just have vegetarian pepper steak. They make a lot of good vegetarian dishes now with like impossible meat and stuff. I'm sure you could find a good substitute. I remember the days when something was fake meat, it tasted like actual garbage. Like, it didn't taste bad, it tasted actually like garbage. And nowadays, it actually is good. Like, even like the back in the day, like the soy burgers, the soy patties and stuff did not taste anything like burgers. Like, you just had to acquire the taste. Nowadays, though, it's so much better. Whose house is this with the armor? Sterling, that makes sense. Look at this. Bees can't get me now. Okay. I'll pretend it was backward, don't worry. I'm gonna stop before I accidentally say something offensive. Nowadays we have a whole shelf of options. I feel so seen. It's nice. It's nice to have options. Personally, I am a meat eater, but that doesn't mean that I don't think that people who don't eat meat shouldn't have viable options. Now, if they could start making kosher food... Alas, it's a lot harder to do than vegetarian options. But imagine if restaurants had not, well, it would be very hard for them to have kosher options just because of the way that it has to be prepared. But like, imagine if I could go to a restaurant and like not just order a salad with my friends. That would be cool. It would make MagFest a lot more fun. The one time I went out eating with my friends, I ordered a salad because that was the only thing that was remotely kosher on the menu. I really like these fossils out over here. Cool stuff. Cool stuff. What place was it? It was the one in the Gaylord Hotel, the ballpark question mark. It was the one with like the giant set of TV screens, the sports bar, yeah. I went with John community people. Apparently it closed. Oh, that's too bad. I mean, oh no. So I went there once and I ordered a salad. It was an okay salad. It was very plain. But yeah. Listen, I don't go to MagFest to eat. I go to MagFest to hang out with friends, and I usually just don't eat during MagFest. But that's a problem that we'll address another time with me. But yeah, that was Nintendo's town. It was actually pretty neat. This has been a very rambly stream. I hope you guys are enjoying yourselves. How do I wake up is quite the question. What differs from reality? This is a lot more philosophical than I want to get right now. How do I wake up? What differs from reality? How do I report dreams? I had the food there with Julia, Ed, and Charlie once. Next time I went with a group, well, it was the last time I went there. Oof. I'm sorry it was not a good time. Playoff. I never got potty whenever I'm on a trip. Never go potty, my body just doesn't. Yeah, you know, actually, I feel the same way also. I try to drink a lot of water, but my body just converts all of the moisture into energy, and I guess I sweat it out or something, but I don't go to the bathroom, and I don't eat, but I try to stay hydrated. But yeah, MagFest is just a weird experience for me. I'm on like jitters the whole time that I'm out there, so like I just don't feel hungry. Like even with people that I've seen before, I'm just like super nervous all the time. but I still want to go. I miss people so much. I'm so sad that this year's MagFest didn't work out for a number of reasons. And I'm glad I didn't go because I did not want to even remotely catch COVID. But also, that doesn't mean I don't miss people. I was watching Aelita stream yesterday, and she was doing VR chat, and it was like a VR chat of the MagFest space. I was just like, ah. I've had dreams about being at MagFest. Like, we're going back to the whole dreams thing. I've had dreams of being in MagFest. Like, just going around. Like, I have a very clear, Audie, now's not the time. We're talking about MagFest. I have a very clear mental picture of the entire National Harbor in my head. Like, I can travel through it in my mind. Like the Gaylord Hotel, the Westin, just the streets and the stores, the CVS, like, just, it's all extremely clear in my head. I've only gone 4, 5 times, but like, it's ingrained, it is seared in. So at least that was a comfort that I kind of took myself on like a virtual in my head MagFest thing, going through pictures and stuff. But man, I really hope next year works out because I just miss people. There's a certain thrill when you walk through the Gaylord doors into the lobby. Yeah, and you just see the atrium and the giant glass and all the trees and everything, and you get that like the murmur in the background of people and the fountain and stuff. Anyway, here's my little giant isopod. He is my best friend, and his name is Reginald, I believe.